It's insane. I didn't take 3 months to upload the next part for a tutorial series. So, hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you how we can add a pause, resume, and stop command to our music bot that we were working on previously. And this will really allow us to control it and, just have basic functions that every music bot should have. Soon we will be getting more complex into automated cues and all of that because Wavelink supports a bunch of things and we're going to be taking advantage of that. Also, I'm going to be fixing some of the questions and errors that you guys had in the previous video. There were some questions about like how to use incogs, how to use this, like you guys were getting a couple errors with this one, and just things like that in general. So it's going to be a fun video, and let's get straight into the coding. So one of the major questions that you guys had is how do I actually run this in cogs? So up on screen right now, you should see an example of how the bot should look like in cogs. And the main difference is that where it says here, bot.loop create underscore task node underscore connect, all you want to do is you want to actually, instead of keeping that on the onReady function inside of your cog, you want to put it inside an init in the class init where the cog is actually initialized. And you want to do bot.loop create underscore task, and inside pass in node or self.node connect, and that's what it should actually be. And another one here was in your create node. You guys, if you guys were using client, you guys put in client equals client. What you guys should have actually done is just kept this to whatever you're using. So if you're using client, and the first one shouldn't have changed. So like this would have remained bot. I'm still using bot, so I'm gonna change that back. And yeah. Now let's actually change some things up. So you might have seen some code that was randomly appeared over here in the last video. I'm gonna show you how you want to replace that if you did code that in, and a much better way to do it. So we're gonna do else if get attr, which will get attribute ctx dot author dot voice, and then we want to grab the channel that they're in and then none, and we don't need any of this other mumbo jumbo. So you should have something like this. And now else if not, so if that doesn't exist, if it returns none, then what we want to do is we just want to tell them to actually join a voice channel. So do await ctx.send you're not connected to a voice channel, or something like this, right? You should make this actually look good, or like an embed or something. This is a tutorial, so I just put in something pretty informal. But after we have that, we can actually go on to coding our other commands. So first we're going to code a pause command. So we're going to do a simple and basic, I guess, setup functions. Pause, and inside here we're going to pass in ctx equals commands.context, like so. And then inside that we're gonna actually just take our previous code because we're gonna need it, paste that in, and more than half of the coding that we actually have to do is done. But over here when it says if not voice client, we want to actually delete that and add a return await statement where we're gonna send not playing any music. So basically when you play music, it creates a VC variable, right? And that's essentially just ctx.voice client. It's voice client. And so if that doesn't even exist, then that means it's not playing any music. And so what we can do is we can just tell it, well, you're not playing any music, so how do I pause the actual music? But after we have that, what we want to do is we want to just do await. It's super easy. Await vc.pause, and that's it. Now we could send I guess a confirmation message, await ctx.send pause em music. And there we go. That's literally it. We just take the voice client variable, or yeah, and then ctx, and then we just pause that. It's literally as straightforward as that. And that's going to be with all of the commands that we're coding today. It will get a lot more complicated as we go on later, but it's better if you know like how wavelength kind of works in the beginning and like the basics of it to actually figure it out. If you want to expand upon this, go ahead, check out the documentation. That's what I'm using to guide you through this tutorial as well. But now we're going to create the resume command. Now it's going to be the same thing here, resume, and we're going to keep this. I just copied and pasted the command. And then over here, instead of vc.pause, you may have guessed, it's vc.resume. And then here, we can change something like okay, so just simple like that. And you guessed it, we're gonna copy and paste this again. So now what stop does is it actually stops the song from playing entirely. And so then you could switch out to another song or whatever you'd like. So what we can do is, once again, same thing. We're not going to change this. It's just going to be vc.stop. And then say something like song. I don't know. This can be really anything you want. And lastly, this I didn't mention in the intro, but we're also going to do a disconnect if you want that. It will actually remove the bot from the voice channel, which is pretty easy. It's just vc.disconnect, and I spelled that wrong, of course, but like so. And what I'm going to do is a little bonus because this video will be a bit short. You can also access, I guess, whatever is being played. So here on our play command, we have search wavelength.youtube.track. So here we don't have any confirmation message saying, hey, I'm playing your music. But let's add that. So we can do await ctx.send, and now we can f-string that and change it to now playing search.title. And that's basically it. We can even do music choice. And I'm gonna make this easier to read, so I'm gonna add a little tilde key there. And that's basically it. This has a bunch of things that we can have in it. You might have seen we could set the volume. We can do a bunch of things. There will be a list over here if you want to see like what it can exactly do. But yeah, that's basically it. And here are our first controlling commands, and these are going to be the easiest one. I'm telling you, it just gets harder from here. But now you'll actually be able to know what you're doing a bit more and control your bot and add any customization changes if you'd like. Anyways, let's hop into Discord and let's test it out. I was actually vibing earlier with a couple of members in the Discord server in Drone, yes. So if you want to chill out here, and we have a pretty good community, link down below in the description, join the server. But anyways, here I'm going to join the music VC, like so. And I'll even turn on desktop audio. So what you can do is, I'm still connecting, but that should be fine. You can do play, and what we're going to play is, now this is a lo-fi song that I made a while back. It's not good, but it should do the trick. So you'll see it's joined, and then it's playing right here, and you might be able to hear it. It's pretty faint, but I don't think you guys can. It's very bad. But yeah, that's essentially it. And now we can actually pause this or do anything with it. So, and yeah, I think you guys hear it right now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But now let's pause our music. So I can run pause, and it paused it. You guys don't hear anything anymore, right? And now let's say, okay, I want the music back on. Let's resume this. And now you hear it again. And that's exactly how it works. It's pretty cool. And now we can even stop the music, right? Like, I don't really want to listen to it. Stop. And even the green icon went away. You can see here, it's not highlighted anymore. So it stopped playing the music. But now if I want to play another song, or actually, I don't really want to play another song. I have to go. So I can do disconnect, and it'll leave, like so. And that's basically it for, I guess, the music bot part 2. Hope you enjoyed. It was a pretty short video, but it went over some crucial commands that we had to add to our bot, and I hope you can expand further upon this. But till next time, close to go. See ya!